The situation in Palestine is getting even worse. Over the night, there was another massive series of bombings. We now have something like a ground invasion of tanks and soldiers. And here in the US, we have effectively like no leadership. We have some good people that we're gonna spotlight. And then we have people in actual positions of power who are largely just throwing their hands up and saying, what will be, will be. US President Joe Biden said just yesterday that he doesn't believe that Israel's onslaught against the besieged Gaza Strip this week has been a significant overreaction. Remarks that came shortly before the Israeli military escalated its assault on the densely populated territory with air and artillery attacks involving nearly 200 warplanes, tanks, and brigades of ground troops. Just hours after his comments, in fact, Israel added 3 more brigades of ground troops to its offensive in Gaza. According to Gaza's health ministry, as of earlier today, God only knows now, 119 people have been killed, including 31 children, and 830 have been wounded by the Israeli assault thus far. In Israel, 7 people have been killed, including a 6-year-old boy and a soldier. Or, put it in non-numeric terms, not a significant overreaction. Certainly not a surprising overreaction at the very least, but look, this is, at least this is consistent from Biden. This is effectively what he has said earlier this week. It's consistent with his reaction to these sorts of incidents in the past. And it is very much in step with comments coming from the leadership of both parties, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell. This is effectively, for those who are in power, this is the line that they've been taken. They can defend themselves. They can define defending themselves however they want. And whatever they do, it will not be an overreaction. Brett, what are your thoughts?
We have already gotten so far away from the crazy thing. The crazy,
like what started it?
What started it? The Benjamin Netanyahu, after his inability to form a government, needs a government to form, and he needs to neutralize the opposition. The opposition would have utilized the support of Arabs who live in Israel. And to neutralize that, Benjamin Netanyahu kicked a bunch of people out of their homes and threw concussion grenades into a mosque. And so this idea of don't think it was a significant overreaction. The question is like, what are you even reacting to?
Yeah.
What is a significant overreaction? In this situation, and I know about all the nuances and the history of Israel, I have a lot of thoughts about it that don't jibe with a lot of the tiles that I see people repost on their Instagram, like many wrong tiles on your Instagram right now. But even someone who disagrees, I don't know, not you, I haven't seen your tiles, but I've seen plenty of people who are like, it's been a huge week for people who Googled Israel, Palestine, read like a paragraph and now are experts. Like that's insane. And the tagline is, it's not that complicated. That tagline is generally false with Israel, but it is absolutely accurate right now. Right now, this last week, regardless of how much you Googled and read about the history of Israel, Palestine, the UK and the US and colonialism and the Ottoman Empire, going back to who's been in charge of that land for millennia, right now, it's what I just said. It's Benjamin Netanyahu unafraid to start a war because it'll help him keep power. And that's it. And what's most shocking and insane are 2 things. One, that that Joe Biden is still like, and that we've gotten so far from that very simple thing. And 2, to the credit of people in Congress, the people in Congress are actually talking about it now.
Yeah, none of the leadership. Well, it's not, you're totally right. The leadership, and I mean Democrat and Republican, has been awful, and they have not engaged in any way with anything accurate about why we're where we are. And I'm not expecting them to contextualize the last 75 years or whatever, but like they literally will not even acknowledge what happened this weekend.
Yeah.
If you were to ask Biden, overreaction to what? Oh, Hamas firing rockets, that's it. Hamas fired rockets and now they're responding, that's it. Like we have political goldfish memories when it comes to the current conflict.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.